What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Civilization 5 as Santa Claus. In the previous video, we took out Ethiopia's capital and their secondary city. Now, they have one more, and I want to find out where that is. So, let's see what the... Yep, there you go. So, we got an MC. What? No. Come on. Why? Why did he settle all the way out there? There's nothing here, it's just snow. What the hell? Alright. So he decided to settle there. We're going to go ahead and actually annex at least Addis Ababa because it's a great city. It's got University Bank Market, Santa's Workshop, it has a cathedral, it has 9 wonders, including the Hanging Gardens, Petra, Notre Dame, Chichen Itza, the Great Lighthouse, Alhambra. It's just great. And then he's got a caravanserai, Colosseum, Granary, and Shrine. It's a beautiful city, so we will obviously annex this. Let's see. So next up, we need to take out somebody else. So I was thinking about just taking out Korea, which would mean that this entire side of the world would be ours. If we take out Korea, then the entire eastern part of the map will be ours. And we can sort of just work from there. I also think that Korea should be somewhat easy to take out. Starting with Busan and then Seoul. Jeonju, I don't really care about that much, but we could take that out as well. So I'm going to go ahead and move my spy over to Indonesia, actually. Because they worry me the most. They have more soldiers than I do. Their technology is slightly ahead of mine. And they're just doing pretty good in this game, so I am slightly worried about them. I guess we could just try to take them out, but that would be pretty tough. So anyway, that's where we're at. That's what happened in the previous part. And it was good. Also, Happy New Year to everyone, by the way. Totally forgot. Oh no, he denounced me. Isn't that just spooky? My god. Alright, so we got 2 holy cities that we took so far. We've taken 2 capitals, Poland and Ethiopia. And we're doing pretty good so far. As long as we don't mess up too bad, then our victory is pretty much guaranteed already. Alright, upcoming session. Santa's Workshop has grown again. Nope, don't work that. Let's get a specialist in the bank. There we go. Let's see, upgrade for this guy. There you are. Alright, so look at that. We got a little Indonesian fleet here. Let's check that out. I'm not entirely sure what they're planning, but let's get some boats involved. And just have a look. Alright, and then we will just have all of our injured boats heal up and everything. Alright, I'm going to put you there. You're good. Alright, so let's move these guys around a little bit. There you go, because I want these guys to be closer to Korea. They are my allies, so I don't really think I want to declare war on them right away, but, alright, go there. I just want to have my army just be ready for them. Alright, just do your elf thing. Privateer, almost dead, is going to heal up. Alright, you're good. Our next policy is going to be... Alright, so we definitely do want to get to free thought. So let's just get humanism for now. I'm not super fond of it, but it leads to a pretty good policy. And then I guess I can take sovereignty as well. I don't really feel like I need... scientific revolution. Although finishing this tree is still pretty good because you get a free technology, so I'm guessing eventually we will do this. Alright, so let's see. In Warsaw, Himeji Castle still available. But again, we don't actually need it. Maybe an opera house or something? Maybe just get a really big... Alright, so let's get a frigate. We have... Nope, let's get an armory. Let's do this. And let's see. Harar. Alright, 3 more turns. And then they're out of resistance. Sure, that's an alright deal. Why not? Alright, Gajamata made Himeji Castle. Get over it, man. I don't even know what this means. You're starting to attract quite a bit of attention. That's not a good thing. I've actually never seen that one before. But I'm buddies with Hiawatha. Sure. Hiawatha and Korea and Indonesia. Gajamata. So I'm not too worried. Austria is not really a threat, I think. In fact, we could probably just take them out. Even Askia, who normally is... Alright, Sentis Workshop loves the king. Even Askia, who's normally pretty annoying, is now pretty cool. Alright, man, this... Just this terrain with all the hills and everything is really annoying. I can't believe it was so easy to take this city. Then again, we did have a pretty massive armada going on there. Alright, you're good. Hey, look at that, it's little Ethiopian units. Alright, so heal up. You're good. Alright. Let's see, in the capital, Taj Mahal. It's pretty bad. Let's see, we obviously will want a windmill. Alright, let's get one. I'm not paying 1,000 gold to not have to spend those few turns. That would be a waste. Actually, you know what? Let's get some cargo ships. Before we do anything else, because we actually lost a few of those when we fought Ethiopia. Who now sucks. That city's just never going to grow. He's going to have to get another city, really. But he is kind of screwed. Either way. Even if he gets a new city, I mean, it's just not looking too good. Those turtle ships are pretty annoying, though. Milan. Protecting Milan, that's good for you, I guess. Whatever. Golden Age has ended. Borders have grown. Alright, so this is... alright. Yeah, we could start bribing, city-states soon, but if I do that, I would like to bribe the cultural ones. Alright, go. Alright, let's keep going a little bit further. Alright, so as we can see, Indonesia actually isn't even that far away. Wait, is that Ethiopia? That certainly looks like an Ethiopian city to me. Alright, cool. That guy's also losing just a ridiculous amount of money. Yes, cargo ship. Highest gold. Yeah, let's trade with Jakarta now. Because that is a lot of money. And, alright, so we got the artists. Still don't have a museum, though. So we need to get archaeology for that. But we'll get there soon enough. And then we can actually get our art stored away. Let's see. So we also stole a lot of tourism things from Ethiopia when we took out their cities. So that's cool. We are now definitely winning the tourism thing. Porcelain Tower, alright. Well, I would like to make it, but I think a windmill's definitely more important right now. Alright, this guy's just going to be annoying. Let's get you there. Alright, so this way he can't actually get next to the city and we're good. So we gotta really think... Alright, we can't steal. Plot against Hiawatha. Let's tell him about it. I got you, buddy. Alright, so Askia and myself are not allies, so I think he should be our next target. So I'm just going to send a couple boats out there to take a look at his army and how he's doing. Alright, we're now #1 in terms of soldiers and literacy as well. And obviously it's only going to grow as soon as we get scientific theory. Alright, you're kind of stuck there for now. Alright, join your buddy. Porcelain Tower. Alright, so... Look at that. Lalibela. He just made that. I'm guessing not too long ago. But I have his capital and he's basically screwed. He's not going to win the game. There's no way he's going to come out on top or anything. Alright, so let's get a... Yes. Colosseum is going to be done soon. Alright, so we got an armory here. So what we'll do next is we'll just get one more frigate. And then in Elftown, we'll get a... Porcelain Tower. Windmill. We're gonna need windmills everywhere either way, but actually, let's get a cargo ship first, though. Sort of the same that we're doing in the capital. Production right now is just not looking that great. And a windmill would make it just slightly better, especially when you're making buildings. It looks like Indonesia might actually be after a diplomatic victory. He's got a lot of city-state allies. He's already invested a lot of gold into getting a bunch of allies. I guess that's, you know, good for him, whatever. Zanzibar, how are you? Plotting against Selassie. I'll tell him about it. Why not? Let's get some reputation with him, slightly. Gunpowder was stolen. Elftown has grown. Yeah, it's a terrible tile. Don't work that. We'll get someone in the bank instead. Alright, so in Krakow, we will make a windmill. Or a harbor. Nah, you gotta go windmill with this one. Their production's quite low. Alright. Alright, so we've got our eyes in Korea. They don't really seem to have too many defenses set up, but for now, since we are allies, I would like to focus on Askia first. Cargo ship changed to Elftown. Alright, you keep going. Let's see, we're getting pretty close. I also really like the Great Lighthouse. That extra movement is just really, really awesome to have. Alright, let's go over there. Let's see what they've got in terms of defenses. If he's got a bunch of, like, composite bowmen running around, then I'm just gonna open attack as soon as I can. Alright, let's send the Admiral as well, actually. Admirals are pretty good, I think. Alright, there you go. Alright. Sure, you go as well. Let's just send our entire fleet, and that way, you know, we can definitely, I think, take down Askia a bit. Let's see, anything else? Global politics. Friends with me in Korea. Me in Austria. He denounced me. If I could just be... Well, I don't really want to ally Austria right now. I think if we take down... Alright, so we're going to start probably taking down Askia. And then afterwards... Actually, this is a terrible offer that you're making right now. And honestly, I'm slightly offended. Come on, we're friends, man. You know better than to offer me horses, which I will never ever need. Yeah, alright, so, but since we're somewhat friendly now, I'm gonna have to ask you for 14 instead. There we go. They're just losing money every turn. That's beautiful to watch. I wonder how much gold they actually have left in their reserves. Or maybe they're already broke, and then their army's just gonna start leaving them. I'm not even gonna take out Adwa and Lalibela. I'm just gonna leave it. He just poses no threat whatsoever anymore. So I'll leave him. Alright, Warsaw's grown. Yes, highest gold. Let's head to Busan. I'm gonna avoid trading with more of Askia's cities. I think we have one... Nope, we have none going. That's good. Alright, keep going. We're almost there. What's up, Tombouctou? He's got a little Gallius there. What's up, buddy? I'm here for some war. So with this navy, I feel pretty confident that we can just take down Askia without too much effort. Alright, just stay with the Admiral, though. Don't want to lose that guy. Alright. There you go. You're good for now. There we go. That's most of my navy. Alright, so Warsaw grew. Where's that extra guy? Oh, he's in the university. Alright, that's good. I support that, definitely. Milan would like some faith. Investors for Genoa. Yeah, I could spend like 500 gold, sure. Let's get ourselves a nice ally. And let's see, World's Fair, ban wine. I don't even have wine, I believe, so I'm going to vote for my own little thing here. Alright, let's get our hands on this scientist as well. Oh god, alright, so are we going to lie to this guy, or will we be truthful? I'm pretty sure that if we lie, then we're definitely in trouble, so I think we should just be truthful and say, hey, listen, you're gonna die. Let's get some war going. Probably maybe a mistake, but what are you gonna do about it? City-states declare war on me. Prague. Where's Prague anyway? Over here? It's Geneva. Is this Prague? It's Hong Kong. Where the hell's Prague? Please tell me it's not this one. That would be pretty annoying. Alright, so he plundered a trade route. Indonesia and the Iroquois are now friends. Alright. Yeah, I'm not really sure if lying would have been a better move here, but I figured let's just tell him the truth because... Oh, look at that. Rock of Gibraltar. That's cool. But I'm pretty sure that lying will hurt you in the long run, so I just wanted to avoid that. Let's trade with Jakarta. Alright, so he has some boats here. Let's go ahead and just start blasting a little bit. Alright, yeah, this guy's in trouble, though. Poor little scout. Yes, we got our scientist, so let's just, I think we'll just use him to get industrialization a bit quicker then. Because I don't know what else to do with this guy. Alright. Let's open fire at his galleass. Alright, get out of the way. There we go. Alright, we have a few more on the way. I wish I had a few more turns to prepare, but sadly that just didn't work out. Go. And... go. And you definitely go. Alright, Lord Nelson, go. Protect the guy. There we are. Alright, so he could just take... Yeah, let's take that boat, actually. Let's take the galleys for ourselves. Yep, this city's gonna be somewhat easy to take. Let's just send in some of these guys to take some hits. Alright, so Harar's starving. The World's Fair is passed, so we are now in the World's Fair. A bunch of deals with some people have ended. Let's trade. You know what? Let's just make it like 14. There we go. Let's see. Alright, so there are some annoying boats, so I guess what we'll do is just go to Elftown and say, hey, give me a privateer. There we go. And, alright. Let's do the same in Krakow. They don't have an armory. Let's do it in Warsaw then. Oh look, we can actually purchase units with Faith. That's cool. But anyway, let's just get a normal privateer. Let's get a somewhat bigger navy. That just seems like a good idea. Alright, and then soon the attack will fully start. And, Ask is gonna get it. You should never have even asked the question. Okay. So he took my scout, and he took that galleass that was over here. Obviously, I didn't really care about the galleass whatsoever, but... Alright. An enemy trireme attacked your privateer. Are you kidding me? We discovered a natural wonder for Kathmandu. I guess that's good. Alright, promotion for this fella. Frigate, let's make him stronger against naval units. Specialize in murdering those. Right, then the privateer goes well. Just some reinforcements, it's all good. Alright, this guy go. Alright, so first things first, let's actually plunder his trade route. Let's take his cash there. Alright, so you definitely fire at this guy. Let's see, can't reach him, nope. Alright, let's have you go out there as well, open fire. Alright, so sink that caravel. And we got some extra moves, so we can actually, yep, take that one. Right, upgrade for this dude as well. So we need our frigates, really, to... Let's see, how much damage do they do? That's decent damage, but... I was hoping for a bit more, so let's get some frigates. Alright, upgrade. Over here, fire. Alright, this guy needs to just get out of the way for now. And you... Alright, you go there. You go here, fire. It's got a pretty annoying location, this city. Alright, just attack. Let's do some damage. Alright, he's got a city over there as well. Alright, so we can only really hit it from one side. Alright, you go over there as well. Let's just sort of surround the city a little bit. And do nothing for now. Is that our enemy? Prague. Yep, you're dead. Thank you for the free trireme. It's much appreciated. Alright, so wait. Alright, join your friends, Lord Nelson. There you go. Yup. This guy, is that Prague? Nope, Samarkand. Okay. Let's just keep exploring a little bit. It's probably a waste of a frigate to just have him explore, but whatever. We've got a bunch of frigates. We got some moves. It's fine. Alright, let's see. In Warsaw, we're gonna go ahead and grab one more privateer. If I could grab a frigate, I would, but we don't have any more iron. So, that's kind of a bummer. Is there actually any iron? Nope, there isn't. Unit was killed. Privateer was destroyed. Alright. I don't even know which one it was, though. Is it the one that attacked the city? Yeah, okay. I can see how that would, you know, happen. I mean, the city is going to bombard him. Then there's the trebuchet and the galleys. If they all shoot at the same time after he's attacked, then yeah, he's going down. Alright, scientific theory, industrial era, spy's been recruited. So let's use our spy and put him... Dunder? Okay. Alright, go to Seoul. Just check that out. Make sure it's safe. Alright, so fire. Alright, and then you shoot the guy and he's dead. You heal up for now because you're good. I think the rest of their boats disappeared somewhere else. Alright, bonuses have changed. Blah, blah, blah. Industrialization is next. Seeing as we can't really get an academy anywhere, I'm just going to go ahead and go like that. Boom, so we'll have that real soon. Which is wonderful. Alright, so fire. Fire. Right, so let's get you guys over here. Go fire. What? Oh, okay, they did take damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, alright, that's decent. Alright, attack that city. Yeah, they could attack it, but they would get quite damaged in the process, obviously. Alright, let's get you. We can't get you out of here. Alright, let's see. Let's make up some really... Oh, okay, still wasted all my turns. That's cool. Alright. You get the hell out of here before you get murdered, man. Alright, let's see. How many moves do you have? 3, 2, 3. Nope, won't be able to attack that. Caravel. Alright, let's get you out here. Boom. And boom. You join your fleet. Alright, now we have a few more boats on the way. You're good. You are good. This guy was just scouting, but he's going to make his way there eventually. There you go. Oh, look at that. It's Krakatoa. In the middle of the ocean. There's nothing there. I used to have a mod that would fix the location, but maybe I turned that off for this one. I honestly don't know. Okay. Yep. Alright, check to see if there's any more Askian boats. Doesn't look like it, though. Alright, so they're joining their buddies. I'm going to send you over. Let's send him down here, actually. Alright, you go over here. You can actually help out and sink this caravel. See you later, Askia. How's this war going? Let's ask my advisors if I can find them. Advisors. Where'd that... I wonder where that went. You used to be able to ask your advisors what's going on, but I don't think you really can anymore with the different interface which I'm using. Help, maybe? No, it's not help. Menu? That is not it either. I don't know. I was just wondering if the advisor, the military advisor, would say the war was going well or if it was going terribly or anything like that. Alright, so they bombarded my little privateer, but he is quite alright. So we got about 4 frigates that are able to attack the city. I know for a fact that Tombouctou is his second city he found, so this must be one of his most important cities. So we take that and we're good. We've got a pretty good start, you know, at that point. And we still need to annex. Alright, here we go. City-states. Industrialization. Let's see, let's get you... Alright, let's go around. Alright, you go as well. Unit promotion, alright, for the little privateer. Yeah, alright, let's give him an upgrade and then get the hell out of there before he dies. That would be kind of a waste. Alright, so cancel that. Fire. Fire. Upgrade. And then fire. Fire. And let's see, how about, I don't know, fire. And then you take the city. And there we go, we got Tombouctou. Create a puppet. Boom. Doesn't actually cost me too much. So they have a university, market, granary, harbor, lighthouse, pagoda, shrine, and temple. Those are some pretty good buildings in there. I honestly do not mind at all. Buffalo Creek. Are you kidding me? Wellington actually took one of Hiawatha's cities. That is nuts. And also really cool. Okay. Alright, let's go around. Let's see where this city is located. It's probably right in that fog, I'm guessing. So let's steer clear at least a little bit. I'm going to send all the injured boats to friendly territory. At least it is friendly now. That's not how boats work. Nope, you're doing it wrong, but okay. And apparently he's got no ground troops here that are able to take back the city and or defend it, so that's a bit weird. Heal up though. Alright. I'm pretty sure this city should be quite easy to take as well. There it is, Jenne. Yeah, it's gonna be very easy to take actually. Alright, that's good to know. So we'll take that next then. And then all he's going to be left with will be his capital city, and that'll be the end. Alright, so Admiral, get the heck out of there before you get murdered. That would be a pretty big waste. Alright, choose the host. I'm going to go ahead and just vote for myself. Not that it matters, but I'll still do it. Alright, these guys are accepting money, but 82 influence. Oh, I didn't mean to do that, but okay. Alright, I think I might actually try and get Geneva on my side. Because they're still accepting donations and stuff. So let's get archaeology so we can get our museums. That'd be cool. And this guy really needs to heal. Really, really does. Alright. Yeah, I'm seeing no enemy units, so we're good. Alright, anyway guys, I'm going to leave it here for now. This video is already too long as it is for some of you, I'm guessing. I hope you enjoyed. And in the next part, Santa Claus will return to take at least Gen A, but maybe Gao as well, if we can manage. We'll see. We're going to do our best. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching and the support, and I'll talk to you guys later.